Hello, everyone. Hey, everybody. Okay, wait. I always forget to check my mic. I don't know why I do this every single time, but welcome, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. I always get to do this with my mic. Uh, like I'm having a moment. Okay, so welcome, everybody. If you're watching this on the replay, just type hashtag replay in the comments. And then lets me know you're watching this on the replay. I am just trying to pull down my little screen here. All right. And then I have to make sure that we are sharing. That we are sharing in my Facebook group. Okay. So, welcome everybody. If you're watching this on Instagram, give me just 1 second. I'm going to move my screen over in just a second. But I am set up on like StreamYard and all the different places. And I'm trying to make sure that this is actually sharing into my Facebook group. So, welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. Somebody already requesting to join the live. What's up? Glad you're here. You want to join the live? Okay. All right. Hang on 1 second, guys. I'm just trying to make sure that my Facebook page is doing what it needs to be doing. Okay. I'm trying to share it into my story, right? Because oh my God, oh, why does it always do that? Let's see. Public. Like for some reason, my live stream only like goes to like whoever. So okay. All right, we're there. We're doing good. Okay, we're doing good. So, welcome everybody. I'm bringing my screen over. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you guys are here with me. Today, we are talking about content creation mistakes. Okay. Content creation mistakes and what to do about it. Okay. Now, first things first, I want to ask everybody for those of you all that are creating content, what is the number one thing that you find yourself struggling with? Okay. Y'all tell me in the chat. Welcome, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Welcome, everybody. But I want y'all to tell me in the chat what is the number one thing you struggle with. So, Jackie, you type replay, girl, but we live. We are live. We're live, girl. If you're on the replay, you can type replay. But Jackie, you live. Okay, Dakisha, hey, girl. What are you guys struggling with? What's the number one thing you guys struggle with? And then I'm going to talk you guys through those struggles and I'm going to talk you through content creation mistakes. Okay. So, one of the reasons why I decided to talk about this topic is because if we are trying to sell products and services, we have to make sure that we're doing it in a way that, works for our audience. We're doing it in a way that actually helps you to generate sales and generate leads and all the things. Okay. I'll give you a perfect example. So, right now, listen, mistake I was making, and it wasn't clicking until this morning when I asked the Holy Spirit. Now, listen, for those of y'all Christians out there, if you are not asking for Holy Spirit for strategies, you should be. Like, oh my God, it blew my mind this morning. I was like, duh. Okay, so here's one of the mistakes that I have been making. So, we have opened the doors to my 3-day challenge where I'm teaching people how to use short form video to generate leads and make revenue. And so, what I have been doing is we talk to our email list, which is normal. I do live streams, talk to my audience, invite them, which is normal. And then I've been creating short videos telling people to join the challenge with short videos. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, right? But this morning, let me tell you, the Holy Spirit is so smart. This morning, I said, okay, what is the best way for us to invite people to join the challenge? And I said, is it email? He said, absolutely. And I already knew that answer. I said, is it short video promoting the challenge? He said, no. And I was like, what do you mean? I teach short video. And he said, well, Kenya, the number one way you make the most sales with everything is through email. Hey, Dr. Janelle. And I was like, so what are you saying? He said, Kenya, you have to focus on getting people to join your email list, right? And he was like, what's the best way to get people to join your email list? Serve them something complimentary. And it clicked, right? Listen, and this is a tip that I got from the Holy Spirit for me this morning that I'm giving to you, right? If you know me that most people join what it is that we have to offer from email, then my sole goal and purpose should be, how do I serve an audience and invite them to join my email list so that when I send an email inviting them to the challenge, that they're more likely to join the challenge. Okay. Does that make sense? If that makes sense to you guys, type makes sense. So instead of me putting all of my effort in my short videos, inviting people to the challenge, I should be inviting people, serving them with my free offers. I have a free offer teaching people how to build a perfect marketing funnel. I have a free offer telling people how to get started with short form video. I have a bunch of 3 things. Thank you for the gifts that will serve them, right? And then our regular emails that we send, invite them to the challenge. Okay. If that was valuable for you, just type a fire emoji in the chat. Okay. So let's now talk about content creation mistakes. So when I look at that mistake that I was making, for whatever reason I was making it, is that we have to remember that, people don't necessarily, hold on, let me fix this. Instagram, I'm looking at like my chin hairs. It's like, we have to remember that people don't typically make a purchase the first time they see us, right? Listen, people don't normally make a purchase from you the moment that they see you. Hey, Flora, right? People, it usually takes a few touches for a person to make a decision with you, right? And one of the fastest and easiest ways for people to do multiple touches with you is if people are coming in contact with your content, you're inviting them to join an email list where you are contacting them on a regular basis. You're not always selling them, but you're contacting them. Like I sent emails teaching, we sent a newsletter updating them on anything that they missed and all that type of stuff. And there's these little touches, right? So it's really important to know, number one, that people don't necessarily buy from you just because they saw a video, just because, right? Now, some of us will make an impulse buy because we saw it, right? So I'll give you an example. Listen, it has been forever since I have been into cereal, but something is changing in your girl's body, and I wanted cereal. So I bought cereal. And when I was on, I think it was Instacart, looking for cereal, I started thinking about my childhood favorite cereal, which is Golden Grahams, right? Now, normally I would just buy Golden Grahams, but I saw a retro recipe. I was like, okay, very bad for you, but I bought it anyway, and I just wanted cereal, right? So normally I wouldn't just buy this, but I did make a quick purchase, right? Now, also, it's important to know that I bought this camera. It's a ZV-1 Sony camera. I bought this 2 years ago. Listen to me. Listen. I saw this and I saw people talking about this over and over and over and over and over again. It was not until I was going on vacation for a week that I decided to buy this camera. So it was touch after touch after touch after touch that caused me to buy that camera. That's the same thing that goes for you trying to sell. So when it comes to, if you're using short video, which is the mistake that I made, if you're using short video, the number one way to make the most sales from your short videos is to talk to your audience about whatever you're talking to them about. And the offer that you are making is actually something complimentary, right? Listen, I'm not saying you always have to do that with short video. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just one of the strategies is, if we know it takes people multiple touches to make a purchase, then why not have control over the next touch? Does that make sense? If that makes sense, just give me some hearts in the chat or likes or something, because everybody, y'all everywhere, right? Okay, so that's the first mistake, is you're trying to just sell to people without actually starting a relationship. Okay, you're trying to sell to people without actually starting a relationship. All right, and so you do not want to do that. Okay. The second mistake that you're making with your content is you're not really talking to your audience. Thank you guys for the emojis, right? You're not really talking to your audience before you're creating content. What does that mean? Oftentimes we think, I want to create content for this. I want to create content around this. But we have to think about, what is it that our audience wants to see? What is it that our audience needs to see? What's up, Craig? Right? What is it that they want to experience? Because the thing about it is that if they aren't watching our content, then we just put a video out. Does that make sense? If they're not watching our content, then all we did was put a video out, right? We have to get to know what does our audience want. For example, I have a ministry called You, Me, and Jesus. Every single time I talk about the Holy Spirit, I talk about how to hear God. Every single time I talk about how not to be a hypocritical Christian, or when I talk about relationships. But content does great, right? Well, I will say this too. Anytime I talk about loving people, oh my God, right? When I talk about love people, but love looks like judgment. That ain't love, fool. I'm just venting right now, right? But I know what to talk about that my audience wants to hear from me. So if I want to get the most traction on a video, all my videos are not the same. But if I want to get the most traction on a video, then I know to talk about a certain subject, right? For example, we are getting ready to offer a mini course on how to hear God, right? Because that's the number one thing people always ask me, how do I hear God, right? And there's been like a series of years, right? And so I said, I'm going to create a mini course on how to hear the voice of God. But I know I can't just sell it to people on the brand You, Me, and Jesus. I know that. So we are creating a guide, which is 8 ways to hear God, right? Which is a free offer. And then we will offer them the mini course. That doesn't mean everybody's going to buy it, but because I have been listening to my audience, I know what to create, right? Now, one day I'll create something about relationships. I'm not ready for that yet. I ain't even in a relationship, right? So once I'm like, further along, I would do it. I just don't want to right now, right? And so it's really, really important that if you're going to create content, that you're talking to your audience, like not just in the video, before, right? So I always tell my clients that it's really important for you to do a live stream, ask questions, post on Facebook, post in a Facebook group, ask questions, because the more information you can get from your audience, the better you can serve them. So when I was first teaching TikTok marketing to businesses, I didn't know how people felt about TikTok. I knew they felt like it was just for kids, and I knew they felt like you couldn't make money on TikTok. That's what I knew, right? But I didn't know what else they felt, right? So I started creating these posts, and this is exactly what I would say. Doing research in all caps. I promise I won't spam you. If you are a business owner, what keeps you from using TikTok for your business? And I would get dozens of responses. I mean, dozens. 1, everybody had opinion. 2, they knew I wasn't going to spam them. And then 3, they knew that I was doing research. So everybody responded. And nobody was like, are you going to spam? Because I just told them I wasn't. And I never inboxed them. Never. But here's what it did. It told me exactly what my target audience was thinking. It told me what to talk about in my emails. It told me what to talk about on live stream. It told me what to talk about in my short videos, right? To how to help them understand the things, because now I have asked them, right? But when we don't ask them, we don't have the information. So one of the mistakes that we're making is we're not actually talking to our audience and asking them questions. Let's see your audience. Let me see. Hold on. I see. Hold on. This is covering it up. 1 second. Where is this? Here we go. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to move TikTok over. There we go. Your audience will tell you what content you need to make. Okay, Valerie. It's like an open book test. You got to read the interactions. You got to read the interactions, Valerie. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Thanks for joining, right? So if you want to make the biggest like boom from what you're doing, find out, right? Listen, let me just do a quick poll here. How many of y'all, when you realize that you can learn the mistakes you're making with your content, and you said, I want to watch this. I want to come into this. How many of y'all felt that way? That's you. Just type me, right? How did I know to create this live stream? Because I asked, right? I'm asking, what is going on, right? If I posted a message right now and said, if you're not using TikTok for business, what is your reason? whoosh, people would tell me. And that will help me when I am talking about TikTok, right? It's just that sometimes, like, I think sometimes, thanks for being honest, Flora. I think that sometimes we may feel like you're supposed to know, that you're not supposed to ask, you're supposed to know, but that ain't the truth. Like, listen, I'm 42 years old. I have no idea what to do with perimenopause. I have no idea what to do with a dog. Let me tell you a funny story. So, I've had cats my entire life. I'm obsessed with them. I mean, like, I've had them my whole life, okay? And so I knew that if I dropped the cat, it's gonna sound really funny and really mean, but I'm just telling the truth. I knew that if I drop my cat, they're always gonna land on all fours. It's fine. They've done it their whole lives, right? So people started having me babysit their dogs, right? And I'm like, okay. And I would drop the dogs, and the dogs would be like, splat. And I'm like, what is wrong with this dog? Now, this is over the course of years, me and people's dogs, right? And it was not until a friend of mine came over to my house with her dog. I had the dog, I dropped the dog went splat. And she was like, what you do to my dog? And I was like, I didn't do anything to your dog. I just dropped him. And she goes, you can't drop a dog. I was like, what do you mean you can't drop a dog? It's a dog. It has 4 legs. She was like, dogs don't fall on their feet the way that cats do. What do you mean? And so if I decide to get a dog, I have got to talk to the dog people. I've got to go, what is happening when he does this? Why is this happening? And why is that? So when it comes to you, yes, today is International Cat Day. I need to post my cats. Thanks for saying that. I forgot about that. And so when it comes to like knowing your audience, it's okay to ask. It is perfectly okay. It's perfectly normal to ask and then create content for them. You will be amazed, right? Listen, what you also can do is you can go to ChatGPT, right? So you can literally go to ChatGPT and say, I am a new dog parent. I do not know what it's like to have a dog. What are the top 50 things I need to know as a new dog owner? Whoosh. ChatGPT is going to tell me all that stuff. And then I can take each of those topics and create content for people if I have a dog business or something like that. Does that make sense? So for you, y'all tell me in the chat, what is it that you guys do? Like, what do you offer? Who's your audience? Y'all tell me in the chat and I'll give you some ideas. Okay. But another mistake you're making, well, one of the mistakes you're making is you're not actually talking to your audience. Thanks, too cute. But you really, really, really can create great content for your audience if you talk to them, ask them questions, email, e-commerce. What do you sell? Okay, I'm a realtor. Okay, got it. Kenya, I'm a bakery owner. Hey, Jaquita, right? Jaquita, right? Manga, Jaquita, right? I'm like, it's been years. It's like 10 plus years. I think this is Jaquita Manga, right? Manga mini treats. I'm pretty sure it's Jaquita. Y'all, I'm looking at Instagram and I'm seeing people's names and I'm like, I think that's somebody that I know from my old church when I lived in Richmond. Yes. What's up, girl? It is Jaquita. Okay. So let's go to Jaquita since she's here. Okay. So she's a bakery owner. Okay. So if Jaquita is trying to get people, for example, let's just say that Jaquita wants to cater events, right? So what Jaquita has to do is she has to find out what are the things that happens with her customers when they think about catering, when they think about ordering a cake, when they think about, ordering cupcakes, right? Her job is to find out what's going on, right? The best bakeries have like, okay, here is the process. You want to order this cake? Oh, you need to choose this icing, choose this. It's like boom, bam, 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 bam. Done. And then now she's able to go through her process, right? And so people that want to order a cake, let's just say a wedding cake, right? Let's just treats. Let's just say you want to do cupcakes, right? And you want to do cupcakes for a wedding. Well, the bride and the groom are like, How soon do I need to order this by? Can I do a cake tasting? What are the flavors? Does she have gluten free? Does she use egg? Does she have vegan options? Like, oh, well, when you in San Diego, you have to be like, does she have sugar free? Does she have ice that look like cupcakes? San Diego's a whole different world out here. It's a whole different world, right? And so, like, she has to ask herself these questions. So when she starts create content trying to reach brides that want vegan cupcakes, then she needs to start creating content talking to the bride that wants vegan cupcakes. You're having a wedding, but you're vegan, right? And you want to have great cupcakes for you and your husband, and you want to have cupcakes for your guests. Here's how you need to order this and this, or whatever it is, right? The thing is that putting yourself like, here is my customer. What are the possibilities? What's going on with them? What are they thinking? Like, I can go in a chat GPT and say, I teach business owners how to use short form video to generate leads and sales. What are the top 50 reasons people are not using Instagram and TikTok? Listen, let me show y'all something real quick. I can't do a screen share because Instagram can't see it. But what did I do? Let's see. Hold on. I have it. Here we go. So, what are the top? Okay, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. What's the question? Okay, I asked a chat GPT, what are 6 reasons that businesses should use short form video? It said to humanize the brand, for cross promotion, increase website traffic, cost effective marketing, diversify marketing mix, build community, target Gen Z and millennials. Okay, then I said, give me however many I said, the reasons why people are not using short form video. Target audience mismatch, lack of awareness, perception of inappropriate content, learning curve, privacy concerns, content creation, uncertainty by ROI. ChatGPT told me this, right? ChatGPT just told me, here is what people are saying why they're not using short form video. And I get to ask my audience, right? So when we're talking about mistakes that we're making, it's because we're not actually spending time trying to figure out what is actually going on with people and what exactly do they need, right? So let's just do a quick poll real quick. You want to learn how to hear the voice of God. What is one thing you struggle with when it comes to hearing God's voice? Because y'all know I have a ministry, right? What are one of the struggles that you have when it comes to hearing God's voice? You guys are going to tell me 1, 2, 10, however many things in the chat, right? And then it is my responsibility as the person who is offering a mini course, not right now, on how to hear God's voice to help you understand this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And when I am creating content that is inviting you into the process, I should be talking about the things there, right? They call it pain points, right? If you're saying, I can't hear God because of this, and this, or I've never heard God before, whatever, then my job is to communicate this to you, that here's how this can help you with that. Does that make sense? Right? Does that make sense? Okay. Now, what questions do you guys have? We've been here now for 30 minutes. What questions do you guys have about content creation? Thanks for the gift. What questions do you guys have about content creation? I want to be able to help you. Okay. Now, I did tell you all that we just opened the doors to our 3-day challenge. Anybody here ever been a part of our challenges? Tell us how you loved it in the chat. Tell us what you loved about the challenge in the chat. And so what we do is, for 3 straight days, starting on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, August 28th, 29th, and 30th, I spend an hour each day live with you, teaching you everything you need to do, everything you need to know about creating short form video. Okay, let me see. How to attract a buyer, not looking, never been. Oh, never been. Okay, got it. Okay, love your challenges. Thanks. Okay, so for 3 straight days, am teaching you how to use short form video. So we're going to be teaching you how to use Instagram Reels. We're teaching you how to use TikTok, how to take all that same content, put it on Facebook, put it on YouTube Shorts, even putting it on LinkedIn. Okay, but the first thing that we talk about during this challenge is making sure you have the perfect marketing funnel. Okay, because it's one thing to create short form video, but it's another thing to where you are actually capturing leads, and sales to your business. So day one, the first part of day one is I'm teaching you how to create the perfect marketing funnel, right? Then I'm teaching you how to get your content ideas, the content that works using short form video, how to actually sell to get leads and sales using short form video. And then on day three, the last part of day three is I teach you how to actually build a brand to where you are able to make money from brands. Meaning companies come along and ask you to create a piece of content and they pay you $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, $20,000, $100,000 for one video. I remember the first time I got paid $10,000 for a video. I was like, the woman was too stunned to speak. I was like, what? $10,000 for a video that took me 30 minutes. Crazy. Why? I built a brand that made people, want me to create content. Okay. And that was with QuickBooks. Crazy. I was like, QuickBooks, come look for you, girl. Okay. Where do we get the complimentary tutorials? What does that mean? Exodus fulfilled. So when I do the 3-day challenge, the 3-day challenge is actually on the inside of a Facebook group. So you're in there, you're in the chat, and I am live with you for an hour every single night. Every single night. Okay. All right. Oh, let me give y'all the link for the challenge. Let me see. If y'all want to join. Okay, that's the link for the challenge. Okay. Now, if you're on Facebook or if you're watching here on Instagram, you can just comment the word challenge. Not TikTok, not YouTube, not LinkedIn. Facebook and Instagram. If you just type the word challenge, our system will inbox you a link. Okay. Our system is called ManyChat and it only works on Facebook and Instagram. Okay. Everybody else, it doesn't work. Okay. So, but everybody else, if you want a link to the challenge, just comment the word challenge, Facebook and Instagram. Otherwise, the link is on the screen. Okay. Okay. So we have some questions here. Let me see some questions. What if your followers are cheap? Okay. Here's the deal. When it comes to building an online brand, there's going to be people who don't want to pay, right? If y'all agree with that, type amen. There are going to be people that don't want to pay. Hey, Megan, right? And that is okay. But you have to focus on the people that will pay, right? For example, there is this lipstick that I was given when I did this conference called Marketing Impact Academy, right? It's a very expensive lipstick. I will not be buying this lipstick. I am not about that life. I am not. And then last year, my best friend, she wanted this Fenty lip gloss for Christmas. And I was like, I'll get it for you. It was like $20. I was like, for lip gloss? And so I got it and I really loved it. But when it came time to rebuy it, I was like, I am not spending $20 on lip gloss. I'm just not. But I like the lip gloss. So I went online and I typed in Fenty dupe. And guess what? Maybelline has a dupe to the exact same lip gloss that Rihanna has. And it was $6, right? So when it comes to makeup, I am cheap, right? When it came for me to buy a camera, I spent the money, right? When it came time for me to buy a microphone, I spent the money, right? So the thing is that sometimes followers do not want to pay. And that is okay. You got to talk to your people. Maybelline was talking to me. Sony was talking to me, right? And so when it comes to what you offer, it is really important for you to always be talking to your audience because you are going to get your audience. So I have people who see that my challenge is $47 and they're like, why would I pay $47 for a challenge? It should be free. And so that is not my audience. I'm okay that they feel that way, but I am spending 3 hours teaching you what has cost me hundreds and thousands of dollars to learn, and I'm only charging you $47. So the person or people that see the value are like, $47, I am there, right? And so I don't get upset when people are cheap or don't want to pay. I just focus on those that are willing to pay. Does that make sense? Okay, let me see more questions. Any more questions? Let me see. Where do we get the complimentary tutorials? I mean, the Exodus fulfill. I'm not sure what you mean. You got to help me understand what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, let me see. Questions over here. Oh, sorry, my mic. Does my content need to always be geared towards the niche? What about random stuff? So you don't want to just be random, okay? Because how do I say this? So I love like my TikTok account, right? And here's what I found was happening with my account on TikTok. My account on TikTok just would not grow. It was not making me any money or anything. What happened? I was teaching business and also using trends to just have fun and just be a part of culture and just not, it wasn't related to what I was teaching. And so what would happen was some people would follow me because of the trends, and then some people would follow me for the business content. And then when they saw me again on the For You page and it was content that they didn't sign up for, they went away. I was stuck at 400,000 followers for 2 years. 2 years. Listen, I would grow following and people would leave. I would grow, leave. Right. And so I finally said, all right, if I'm going to grow this account and also continue to make this profitable, I had to continue focusing on what I create content about. And so I just kept focusing on that type of content. And then now we're at 500,900 followers on TikTok because I kept focusing, right? Now, when I want to do some type of trend or be goofy or whatever, periodically I may do something on TikTok on that account, but most times I'll go to my second account and I'll do stuff there because people, you have to remember that people are signing up for what they're signing up for. And if we're this one day and now we're this, we can't do it. It's like right now on TikTok, it is super hot. You know, everybody's talking about the riverboat fight and all that. There are these new filters talking about chairs. If you've been on TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. And I want to do one of the chairs. I want to do some of the stuff. And I'm like, no, I can't do it because it's not on brand and it's going to affect me. Let's see. Absolutely right. People charge thousands for what you charge for. Exactly. People charge so much money for what I'm charging $47 for. Are there replays if you sign up but can't make the live trainings? Okay. So as it pertains to the challenge, so the challenge is $47 for the live version. All right. And then the live version is available for replay all the way until the next day at 9 a.m. PST because everybody's watching in different countries and all the type of stuff, right? And so if you want the replays, if you want to be able to watch them over and over and over again, then we have a VIP upgrade option, okay? So it's 47 for the challenge and then it's 97 for the VIP. And with the VIP, it comes with all the replays, and the challenge is every night from 4 to 5 PST, which is 7 to 8 EST. Then from 5:15 to 6:15, we jump on Zoom for VIP. And when you're on VIP, you get to ask as many questions as you want for the hour, okay? Because when I'm doing the challenge, I have to teach. It's an hour. I have to teach. I can't be answering questions during the challenge. And so then the VIP, you get to come after the challenge and ask questions. And you get the replays for the challenge and you get the replays for the VIP, if that makes sense, Makita. Kia Kelly has given a whole lot of free game. Thank you for your thank you, Tia. You're so sweet. Let's see. Did I miss any questions? Let me see. I signed up for the next one. Excited. Yeah, I'm excited. LinkedIn. LinkedIn what? I can't remember which you talking about with LinkedIn, Brenda. I've been away from posting. How do I reconnect with my audience? What do I start with? So if you've been away, you just start. You don't need to reintroduce yourself or tell everybody you've been away. You just start. Like, because it's gonna sound mean when I say it. People don't really be checking for us like we think that they do. Right now, if you have like this massive following and you just ghosted them, then they're like, "What's going on?" Right? Then you can create a post that's like it's fun, it's creative, and you're talking to your audience about where you've been and all that. But if you haven't been away for like a year, or if your following isn't huge, just start. Right. So like when I go on like breaks or whatever, I don't like, I'm doing a break. I'm just breaking. I'm just for my own self. I don't come back and reintroduce myself. But if I was gone for like a year, then I would do that. Right. Let me see. You're signing up. Yay. Hey, Daphne. Let me see. Question. How long do the VIP get to view the replays? Oh, good question. So the challenge is every night from 4 to 5, and the VIP is every night from 5:15 to 6:15, and you get the replays forever. So that it never goes away. So once you invest one time, you have access to it forever. That's just kind of how I feel. I'm like, if somebody buys something, it doesn't mean they can do it right now. They need to be able to redo it. So our VIP is always like packed. The challenge has lots of people, but the VIP, I'm always like, wow, because people got questions. Because like, I've been in a business owner for 20 years. And so when I'm teaching this, you're talking about 20 years of experience, and people are getting so much for $47. And then they're like, I got questions. Well, then for VIP for 97, you get to be 3 days, 3 hours for to ask questions. You're welcome. Any other questions? Y'all have any TikTok questions? Any short video questions? Any questions about the challenge? Again, if you're watching this on Facebook or on Instagram and you want a link for the challenge, just type the word challenge. All right. Type the word challenge in the chat and I'll send you a link. Thanks for being affordable. Absolutely. And here's the deal. I'll tell you guys this from a business standpoint. So, like, when we do our challenges, we get like hundreds of people that join the challenge, right? And so let's just say we got 200 people. I'm just going to do the math just real quick. Let's just do 250 people times $47, right? That's $11,000, right? And so I'm telling you this from your standpoint as well. Sometimes things are high priced. It makes sense. And then sometimes you can charge things at a low price, especially if you are serving people in a group setting. And my thing is always this: if I can make something affordable and then serve a massive amount of people, then I'm going to do it because I'm able to serve hundreds of people at one time and the company still turned a profit, but people only had to spend this much to learn. Does that make sense? Like, I did a 4-hour intensive and the price was like this. But people, you can see, okay, the price was like this. And people on the challenge were on the intensive were just like, oh my God. And I'm like, listen, I paid over $100,000 to learn this. Like, no joke. But I could serve a bunch of people in 4 hours and charge this because I still make the amount of money that we need to make in the business, right? So my thing is that if I can charge the least amount, but listen, I can't do it for free because it costs us a lot of money to do what we do, right? But if I can make it affordable, then I can serve a massive amount of people. How short should short videos be? Well, short video by definition is 1 minute or less. And I would say if a video could be 20 seconds and you don't have to run it on for a minute, let it be 20 seconds. But you don't have to make 5-second and 7-second videos. You don't have to do that. You want to make the videos good and valuable where people are like, this was so good. I want to save it. I want to share it. I want to rewatch it. I want to take an action. Okay. Let me see. How do you use analytics to niche down? So I feel like you should niche down before you are looking at analytics, right? As a business owner, right? You may be a creator, but as a business owner, so I offer what I offer, and I offer what I offer to who I offer it to, right? When it comes to my content, I'm looking at analytics to see what are people responding to from my content. I'm not letting people determine what I offer. I'm letting people determine the content that they love that I can do more of. Does that make sense, Satia? I'm not sure if you're a content creator or if you sell a product or service. I love the way you teach. You're an awesome teacher. Thanks. I am a very like elementary style teacher. I learn with the basics, and so I teach with the basics. I feel like it's easier to digest when you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because that's how I am. Like, I spent 8 hours last week in a room full of business owners, and all they talked about was money, and that was the subject for the day. And as I was sitting there listening to them talk about venture capital, this and all this stuff, I was just sitting there like, I was zoning out, and I just rose my hand. I was like, okay, I don't get it. Can you explain this? And I just kept until I was like, got it. And I was like, I don't care what y'all think about me. I'm getting these answers. And people around me had the same question, but wouldn't ask. And so I'm like, if I'm that way, then there's gonna be people in the room that are the same way. So my job is to teach it. I want to share affiliate links and do reviews. I feel like I'm all over the place though. Let me see. How can we help Satia? So we're getting ready to end the live. Okay, but Satia, this is what I want you to do. When the live stream is over, don't do it right now, right? But when the live stream is over, which is in the next 5 minutes, I want you to comment on the video and say, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. And just give me more details about your question. And then tag me. Okay. Don't, if you do it now, I won't be able to think and like give you full my answer because I'm trying to do so many things at one time, talking to so many people. But if you do that after the live is over with and then you tag me, I can come back and like think about it. Does that make sense, Satia? I'll hook you up. Satia, right? The details. Let me see. I've heard people say your short videos need to be a hurt. Others say it's just fine. So everybody has an opinion. Everybody has opinions on what you should do and how you should do it. But either you still have to test, right? I have found that some of my videos that are longer do really well, especially if people are finding value in it, right? If my videos are long and the value ended at 15 seconds, then that video should have been 15 seconds, right? But I try to keep my videos under 30 seconds because the attention span of people are like scroll, scroll. It's just a thing that happens with people. I'm like, try to keep it to the point because I've got a couple seconds with you because of your attention span, right? Will this challenge also help creators or just business owners? This is gonna help people, mostly business owners, right? But you're still gonna find value because here's the deal. I always tell creators, do not just let your content live on social media. Meaning, there's so many creators that have millions of followers, right? And when the US government was talking about banning TikTok, everybody was freaking out. And I said, you're freaking out because you don't have an email list, right? And so I try to teach content creators the value in making sure that they understand what they're doing from a business standpoint. Because here's the deal. If TikTok went away today, millions of creators would be gone because they don't have an email list. They're not actually capturing people to tell them to do something, right? So, like, how do I explain this? Let me see. Let me see. So let's just say my friend Drea Okiki, it's my girl, right? She's got millions of followers, right? She is a creator and she makes lots of money or whatever. I told her and I gave her a webinar. I said, look, you need to start creating something that people can opt into so that you can send them a weekly email or a monthly email and get your 6 million followers off of TikTok so you can have control over if something changes, right? So my goal with TikTok is not to get to 1 million followers. It's how can I get 500,000 people off of TikTok onto my email list so I can have control over the relationship, meaning I'm able to talk to them and contact them when I want to. So if you're a creator, it's really important that you learn the business side of this so you have control, right? Because so many creators, they launch their own line of products and all that, and they would make so much money from their businesses, not just in a launch, but overall, if they're able to keep the relationship going. Are you still offering TikTok marketing? Yes. So I don't focus 100% on TikTok marketing, but people still hire me one-on-one to speak about it, teach groups. We still have our course around TikTok marketing. We have a bigger course, which is called the Vertical Video Mastery course, where we teach Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, all in one course. And so, like, we have any students here? So we have some students of that where you buy the course and the first video says, if you want to focus on TikTok, click TikTok. If you want to focus on Instagram, click Instagram because there's like videos for all the platforms. So yes, you want to talk to me. Well, let's go, Daphne. Let's talk, girl. Could listen to her value. Thanks, Trey. Thanks. I've been around for a while. Like a lot of people. Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all a picture real quick. So this is me at like 21 or 22. This is me. I've been a speaker since 20. I'm 42. So like half of my life, I have been a speaker, a trainer. I've been in business, right? I was so young and I was so hyped. I was talking to 12,000 people. 12,000 people, right? So I'm not new to this. I've been doing this a while, you know what I mean? And so like I just want to help the people, right? I want to help y'all have financial freedom. I want to help y'all have more fun. I want to help you like make your business work with ease, like this is the goal, you know what I mean? Yeah, still young. Okay, Daphne, that's right. I'm still young. Still young, waiting on my man to show up. He coming. Anyway, I've been following you for years. Thank you, Trey. The glow up has been real. It's been a journey. How are you recording the live right now? Yes. So I am live on Instagram on my phone, and then I'm live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok on desktop. Right. So I'm using StreamYard to like go live on all the other platforms. But like Instagram is vertical. So when I go live on Instagram from desktop, it cuts off half my face because it's not a horizontal platform for live stream. So I do live on my phone. All right. Okay. So I gotta let you guys go. I gotta do some filming. Okay. Listen, my hair ain't even done. I braided my hair last night, and I was like, this is not gonna be dry in the morning. So we just gonna pin this stuff up. So every time I turn, I can see my little braids like sticking out. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm here. This is fine. But I gotta I gotta record some stuff. So I gotta let you guys go. But I want you guys to come and join the challenge. It's 3 straight days, 3 hours, 1 hour each night, only $47. If you are watching on Facebook or on Instagram, you can just type the word challenge and our system will send you a link. Everybody else, if you're on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, or TikTok, there's a link here on the screen and in my bio. Go to kiakelly.com/challenge. You're going to get your whole life in this challenge. I always tell the story about Mercedes. She joined the challenge. She did the homework, which was to record one video. Mercedes was in line at Target and she got out of the line and said, I'm just going to record this short video. And it wasn't much to it. One video, posted it, put her phone down. Hours later, she was going viral. Fast forward, she made $20,000 from that one video in 7 days. Fast forward, she has now made $1 million in her business last year and doing the same this year. How is she doing it? Short video marketing. She didn't even really believe in it, but she did it and crushing it. But this is somebody who was open, did the challenge, and then kept going. She not only watched the challenge, but she did the work, right? She built her business. I mean, it's like this is what this looks like. There was Octavia who was in the challenge. Night 1, she did a thing to her video. She came back the next day, had made $2,000 while the challenge was still going on. Had a friend going viral. I say, make this, do this next post. She made $100,000 from one video. I'm just telling you, you're going to get everything you want to get from this, but you have to join the challenge and then do the work. It's not going to be hard. It's not going to be too much. I am a very simple teacher. It is about you joining and doing the work. That is it. The only way I am successful is I do the work. I always tell my coaches, I am a good student. You tell me what to do and let me ask you a million questions. You are going to be amazed at what happens with me because I'm a good student. And my good students that do the work have success. Listen, I had one of my clients recently. She makes candy for a living. And she's in her 60s, 50s or 60s. And she was like, I want to try to learn TikTok, but I don't know what I'm doing. I said, just start. She started. Listen, y'all going to be like, what? She made one video. The video wasn't good at all. She knows that. She posted the video. The video got 6 views. She made $600. One video wasn't really good. 6 views, $600. Okay. I still don't have a paid offer. Can I benefit from this challenge? Yes, you still can. Yeah, because you're still going to learn what you need to learn. Wow, excel in your lane. Okay. Hey, Don. Hi, Miss Mel. Let's see who's here. Let me see. Let me see. What's the question? I missed a question. How are you recording, Leo? Let's see. Hold on. I missed a question somewhere. Marketing. Does it work for service-based business? So what do you mean service-based? Like I'm service-based. I'm a coach, a consultant. So is that what you're talking about? Because I'm service-based. I don't have like physical products. I'm really messing up. How are you messing up? Hi, Leo jokes. Stage it. That's my okay. Okay. So okay, yeah. So what do y'all mean by service-based? I really gotta go. People say that all the time, like, what is service? Like, I'm service-based. Interior staging and styling. Yes. Let me talk about Desiree. Desiree, I love Desiree's story. Oh my God, I love Desiree's story. So Desiree is an interior designer. They hire her to do all the staging and all that in her house. And Desiree, she was in the challenge and she's in our course. And what Desiree was finding was that she was booking appointments and then she would do the work. But what then started to happen was Desiree started booking consultations with people and they would cancel and they would cancel. And then she started to learn about target audience, how she has to go after her perfect audience, right? And she told us this one day on a live call and she was really bummed. We paused the call and we focused on Desiree for like 10 or 15 minutes. The next week, she was supposed to do some homework. The next week, I said, Desiree, what happened to the homework? She goes, I'm so busy. And I was like, what do you mean? She said, I did what you said. I focused on my audience, made videos to my audience. We are booked like crazy. Not to mention, I had just done a campaign with Vistaprint where people could enter a challenge to win $10,000 and they would rebrand a person's business. Well, Desiree, because of the call, got encouraged, entered the challenge. Desiree won the challenge. She won $10,000. They rebranded her entire business, right? And thank God that she won that, because right after that, HGTV reached out to her and had her come in and film with them. Listen, divine timing, God did it, but she was doing the thing, right? Made the shifts and now crushing. I got testimonials for days. Let me see. How did the 6 views? So she made $600 from 6 views because one of the views was someone who wanted what she had to offer. Click the link in her bio, talk to her, paid $600 for a bunch of candy. That's how it happened. Because listen, you can make a lot of money going viral and not going viral. That's what happened. Let me see. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. I really gotta go. Let's see. When is the challenge? So the challenge is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, August 28th, 29th, and 30th. Okay. But since you guys are here right now, just sign up. Don't wait until I'm gonna do it next week. Just sign up. Okay. If you're on Instagram or Facebook, just comment the word challenge and I'll send you a link. Everybody else, the link's on the screen. Right. So listen, everybody can have success with short form video. It is just all about learning what you need to be doing and then doing it consistently. Nobody was good at short video when it first started. Nobody knew what they were doing. Nobody. And all of us had to learn and then grow and get better with it. Okay. All right. I got to let you guys go. It is 3:00 and I got to get work done. What's up, Gloria? Okay. Any last questions before we go? Any last questions? You can get good with short form video. You just have to learn. I have been doing this for 3.5 years, right? People, when they see me film now, they are just like, what is going on? Like, what is going on? Because I know what I'm doing and I teach my clients how to get good at it as well. What's the website for your course? Okay. So for the challenge, it's KenyaKelly.com/challenge. KenyaKelly.com/challenge. If you're talking about the actual big course, then send me an inbox message. Exodus Fulfill. Send me an inbox. Okay. You're welcome, Don. Anybody else? Can I also have a TikTok for my mentoring consulting company? Yeah, 100%. It's consulting. 100%. Okay, I gotta let you guys go. Your girl has to eat lunch. It's like 3:00 and I have not had lunch. And I'm like, my belly is like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're either gonna start eating ourselves or you're gonna go walk to the kitchen. And I would prefer that I just walk to the kitchen versus my body like eating itself. I'm being dramatic. Okay. All right. So I love you guys. I will see all of you all in the challenge. And then Satya, don't forget to ask me that question once we hang up. Okay. All right. Love you guys. I'll see y'all soon. All right. Bye.